Hey guys, this is Jake Alexander with Casual E-commerce, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how exactly you can utilize search engine optimization and or SEO inside of your Shopify store to generate additional traffic and additional sales. So in this video I'm going to be covering exactly what SEO is, and then I'm going to show you how to implement it inside of your store. So first off, let's just go ahead and cover what the heck is SEO. So SEO stands for search engine optimization, and what that means is that SEO determines where your web pages, the web pages on your website, predominantly your product pages, are going to show up in Google's search results. Now, SEO also works in other search engines such as Bing, but Google is the most predominant search engine, so that's the one we're going to be covering in this video. So SEO is definitely something that's overlooked, but it shouldn't be, because it's essentially a free and a passive traffic source. So if you have a product that ranks high for a search term, let's use the example of skin vacuum, then people searching for that term are going to click over to your website and then possibly purchase the product, and then this sale will have came with no out-of-pocket expense on your part. So SEO traffic is also passive, meaning that people will always be searching for things on Google and clicking over to websites, whether you're actively doing anything or not. So if you have a website, a product page that's showing up for these search terms, once it's there high in the search results, you're going to be getting traffic, day and night, 24/7, and sales no matter what you're doing once the ranking is there. However, the caveat is obviously websites aren't just going to rank themselves. You're not just going to put up your store and then have products rank. So sometimes ranking for competitive search terms can cost some money up front, but a lot of times you can start generating SEO traffic just from free tactics, which I'm going to show you in this video. So SEO can essentially be broken down into three parts. So the first stage is keyword research. So in this stage of SEO, you're essentially just determining which keywords are the best ones to target for your specific product. So you can look at how much a specific keyword is being searched every month, and then you can also see how competitive that keyword is, and then you can determine which ones you want to optimize your products for. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in a second, and I'm going to show you a tool that I use that helps me with that as well. And the next step is on-page SEO. So this is where we optimize our product page and our product photos. And we do this in a way to where Google's going to know exactly what our page is about, and then what terms to go ahead and show our web page for. And the third step of SEO is off-page. So off-page SEO consists primarily of something called backlinks. So backlinks are just links from other websites that point towards your site. These links create trust in Google's eyes and help push your products up higher in the search results. Now, with that said, in this video, we're going to be sticking to covering the first two steps, so keyword research and on-page SEO, as just doing these alone can start to generate you some SEO traffic if you do it properly. So with that said, now we're going to go ahead and jump over to Google Chrome and take a look at a couple examples. Alright, so we're inside of a demo store here, and I'm going to be essentially doing some demo SEO on this product right here. So I'm going to open it up, and then I'm going to head over to Google real quick. So the first thing we need to do is keyword research. So in order to do this, we need to be using Google Chrome, and you need to type in keywords everywhere, and you need to get this Chrome extension right here, because it's going to give you these details that are showing up right here, and it's going to give you these details out here as well. So just search keywords everywhere and go ahead and go to the Chrome Web Store and install it. And then once you have it, you're going to see all these details that I do, and this is going to help us with keyword research. So in this example, we're going to be trying to SEO optimize this skin vacuum product here. This has been a pretty trending product for the last 6 months, so probably a good example. It's going to have some searches. So the first thing you need to do is just search what your product is on Google, just to get an idea of how much volume it has. So this is a skin vacuum. So I'll just type in skin vacuum and we'll go ahead and see the details. So we can see that the keyword skin vacuum gets searched 5,400 times per month. And when it comes to keywords, you normally just want to at least find keywords that have over 1,000 searches per month. And one rule of thumb is normally the more volume that a search term has, the more competitive it will be. So in Google, not all search terms are created equal. So certain search terms are going to be a lot harder to rank for than others. So let's go ahead and take a look at these search results just to show you. So obviously in any search result, the first thing that shows up is the shopping ads if it's a physical product. So SEO isn't going to get us in here. And then we can see we have some videos here. And then this is the first organic listing. So this Amazon listing right here ranks #1 for skin vacuum. And then this site ranks #2 for skin vacuum. So our goal was to optimize our products to have them rank ideally in the top 5 or at least somewhere on page 1 for the search term. And then obviously these stores down here, their ads, you can see it says ads. So these are here by, these are Google search ads. So people are paying to be here. So you can tell that these other sites are here via SEO. So what we can do is obviously we want to optimize our product page based around our main keyword, but we also want to see if there's other keywords we can optimize for as well. So this is where we can scroll down here and we can look at related keywords and people also search for. So we can see that just by looking at a couple of these right here, that there's a couple different synonyms for skin vacuum. So there's skin vacuum, but then it's also called a blackhead vacuum, and it's been called a pore vacuum as well. So what you'd want to do is bring up a notepad really quickly and take note of the other related keywords that are being searched for. So if our main one is skin vacuum, you can see it's also been called pore vacuum, and it's been called blackhead vacuum. And then there's other types of modifiers in here as well. So you can see that there's a trend here where it's best blackhead vacuum and then best pore vacuum. And another rule of thumb to keep in mind is the longer the keyword, the easier it will be to rank. So if a keyword or a search term is 6 words long, that's going to be a lot easier to rank for than one that's just 2 words like this one. But obviously the caveat with that is the longer keywords are going to have a lot less searches per month. So there's a balance. The harder keywords will have more searches. The easier keywords that are longer and more specific will have less searches. So we want to go ahead and just optimize for as many of them as possible. So we can go through here and find different search terms like this. So we've already found a couple of related ones here, and we see the word best shows up a lot. So I would want to put this in quotations here because I'd like to put this somewhere in our product page, because obviously best has been showing up a lot here. So we'd want to look for other modifiers that show up consistently like that. So we would just kind of go ahead and scan through here. Face pore cleaner, this one doesn't really get searched a lot, so I wouldn't really want to go ahead and mess with that. I would look at mainly the ones that have a lot of search volume. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you how we can go ahead and optimize for specific keywords. Now, you can spend longer on keyword research by doing different things like taking some of these top keywords here and then typing them in up here. So we could go best blackhead vacuum, and we can go ahead and now we can see we have different related keywords and we have different people also search for. So now we have different keywords here. So now instead of blackhead vacuum, another one is blackhead remover. So you can see that that is another potential keyword that you can optimize for. And yeah, so essentially you can just keep typing in different keywords up here, and then the keywords down here, the recommendations will change as well. You You can throw them in a notepad, and then we can go ahead and optimize our product page over here. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to optimize the product page itself. Now, the first thing we want to do is obviously optimize the product page for our main keywords, but then we want to throw in the modifiers as well. So there's a couple of sections that you're going to optimize your product page for SEO. There's the title, there is the description, and there is your photos, and then we have the meta title and the meta description. So the cool thing about Shopify is it lets us edit our meta information separate from our regular titles. So you can see in this case, I kind of have a branded product name here. So I don't really want to stuff a lot of keywords in this title because I want the product title to look clean and smooth. But down in this title, I could go ahead and stuff a lot of keywords. So we'll get back down here in a second. So the first thing I'm going to do is always ensure that your main keyword is in this title up here. So my main keyword is skin vacuum, so it's already in this title up here. So the next thing you want to do is you want to sprinkle your keywords in with the description that you have. So once you've written your description, you can kind of go through and just find creative ways to go ahead and put in your keywords. So like, for example, we can see that I have the word skin vacuum a couple of times. Skin vacuum, skin vacuum. But if we reference our notes here, we can see that pore vacuum and blackhead vacuum were also different keywords. So what I could do is go through here and change the word skin to pore. So that way now pore vacuum is also in my product description, so Google will be able to see that. And I could find another time that it says that. I don't know how many times I put that in here, but you could find another area where it says skin, and then you can go ahead and put blackhead in this case. So essentially all you're trying to do is sprinkle your keywords in the description maybe 3 to 4 times. Like, you don't want to just sit here and do something like this, like people used to do on YouTube videos a while ago. Like, you don't want to do this. Like, one, this looks absolutely retarded, and 2, it's not going to work. And if you over optimize for certain keywords, Google will actually penalize you for it. So that's why you want to sprinkle keywords in, but you don't want to make it unnatural. So obviously look for ways to sprinkle in these keywords here. But then the next thing you can do is try and sprinkle in your modifiers as well. So you could look for ways to put the word best somewhere around in this description here. So for example, one thing I could do to add a modifier in along with one of these main keywords is you can see this sentence right here, enter the acne hair skin vacuum, the solution you've been searching for. I could put in one thing. So right here, I'll put the acne hair skin vacuum, the best blackhead remover on the market, instead of using the solution you've been searching for. It's a similar sentence, but now I have went ahead and added not only another keyword with blackhead remover, but I've also added the word best in as well. And I haven't ruined the fluidity of my product description. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind. You want to keep the product description, clean and fluid. You don't want it to sound stupid. So, it's kind of like more of an art than a science, I guess you could say, because each situation is going to be unique. You're going to want to just try and, like I said, sprinkle your keywords throughout the entire product description. Now, with that said, now we can move on to images here. So what we can do with images is we can click on the alt icon right here to edit the alt text. And then what the alt text does is it essentially tells Google what this image actually is. So we can put some of our keywords in here. So this image is obviously a skin vacuum, so I can put skin vacuum in here and click done. And now all 3 of our images are of the same product. So instead of putting skin vacuum 3 times, I'm going to utilize each different variant of our product keyword. So on this one, I could put pore vacuum. And then on this 3rd photo here, I could go ahead and put blackhead remover. And that's how you go ahead and optimize your image alt text for SEO. So you just want to go ahead and put your keywords inside of the alt text, but you want the alt text to actually describe what's in the photo, but most of the time the photo is just going to be of your product, so the keyword's just going to be what the product is anyway, so it's fine. So now we can scroll down here and we're going to edit the last thing on the page, which is the search engine listing preview. Now this is what shows up right here. So the cool thing is we can go ahead and customize this to make it say whatever we want. So you can see that I like this clean title on the product page, but for the SEO title, I want to utilize all the characters as possible. So you can see we have 70 characters here and 320 here, and I want to utilize as many as I can. So for the page title, what I would like to do is go ahead and put a couple more of these main keywords in here. So we could put the acne hero skin vacuum, and then I'm going to put one of these bars here, and then put in best blackhead remover on the market. So that's one way that I've went ahead and utilized 3 keywords on one title. And you can get creative with this as well. Obviously you want it to look good and you want it to make sense, but you also want to try and fit keywords in here as well, because your title is the most important place to have the keywords. So you want to make sure your main, like your top 2 keywords are in here. So as far as the meta description goes, by default it's going to autofill from the top of your regular description, which is fine for up there, but for down here this is just random stuff. So we want to get rid of it, and we want to type a description that is very keyword stuffed, but you want it to make sense. So we would take a look at our keyword notepad again, and then we would try and write a description of our product that includes a lot of our keywords. So we could just go ahead and start typing something like our blackhead remover is the best skin vacuum on the market that keeps your pores clean day and night. And you can see literally in one sentence I went ahead and used all of the main keywords in one sentence. So that's kind of what you want to try and do with the meta description here. And then you would go ahead and type like a couple more sentences, because like I said, you want to go ahead and utilize all 320 characters, but I don't want this video to go on too long, so I'm not going to sit here and think of like 3 more sentences and keep you guys waiting with the video. So with that said, that's all you have to do to go ahead and optimize the product page itself. Then you just click save. And one other thing you can do to improve your SEO, and this is kind of just a bonus tip, is that make sure your page loading speed is fast. And you can do that by downloading the app called Crush Pix. So crush.pix. You want to make sure you always use this app, because what it's going to do is it's going to shrink all of the file sizes of all your photos, which is going to make your page load faster, which is also another ranking factor inside of Google as well. And another thing to keep your site speed faster is make sure you don't use like 50 different apps, because the more apps you have, the slower your load speed is going to be. And then one way you can test your loading speed to make sure it's good is you can go to page speed test. And then we can go to page speed insights, Google developers, and you can literally just paste your website in here. So if I went ahead and opened this up and pasted it in here, I'm pretty sure the password is still up there though, so it might analyze the password locked page, but that doesn't really matter because I just wanted to, yeah, it did analyze the password page, but I just wanted to show you what this would look like anyway. So it gives you a page speed for mobile and then a page speed for desktop, and obviously you want it to be in the green. If it's in the red, then that's pretty bad. If it's above at least 70, then it's not too bad, so you at least want to shoot for above 70, but you definitely want to try and shoot for above 90 if possible. So with that said, guys, that's going to be it for this video on Shopify SEO. I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions about Shopify SEO, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. And if you like training like this and you're interested in more advanced training, then feel free to check out my paid e-commerce dropshipping course down in the link in the description down below. And with that said, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will see you guys in the next one.